You got a tattoo, and you got to have a story behind it. We're Tat-Stories, and we bring our viewers those stories. Baseball Guy and the Kahuna are still searching for body art stories for our viewers. Our first story is a Marilyn wannabe, sorta. Our second is a memorial hymn to remember. And our final is Abuse Redemption Inc. Yeah, you heard it right.
Baseball Guy here, and I've got Lexi. Lexi, it's a beautiful day today. What are you up to?
Just cruising around the beach with my dad, just hanging out, have a nice Saturday.
It's very nice to spend a little time with the family here. And you've got a really awesome tattoo on your back. Why don't you tell me a little bit about that?
So it's a dream catcher. The webbings of the dream catcher is the flower of life, and then I have a mandala around the outside. I have 3 feathers going down. Each bead is a different color representing each member of my family. So I have 2 blue ones, what's for my dad and my brother, and then the green one in the middle is for my mom.
And I noticed that those the color on those things are just amazing.
Well, you know what's funny is my tattoo artist is actually colorblind. So he does only black and white tattoos, and you'll see my other one is also black and white. But the color he had to borrow from one of his neighboring artists. He didn't even know what the color was. He just mixed it with some white until I told him it was the right color for me. So, yeah.
And who is this tattoo artist?
His name is Charlie. I think his Instagram handle is Charlie C Tattoo. He's in PB. He has his own shop out there. So, yeah.
What's the name of the shop?
You know, that's a great question, and he would kill me right now for not knowing because he just moved in. He was at Guru Tattoo down in by the downtown area. Just recently moved into his own shop in PB, so it's right by Mission Boulevard. Yeah, you can't miss it. So.
Okay. We'll look for Charlie. Now you also have another one he did on your leg. Why don't you tell me about that one?
So this is my most recent one. It's a lotus flower, geometric lotus. He specializes in dot work and line work, so he kind of added his own little touch to the bottom of it there. And then the top of it is an unalum, which is a symbol, a Buddhist symbol. Basically, it shows the beginning of life, and then your path through life, the ins and outs, and then you kind of end up in eternity, and that's the symbol.
How old were you when you got your first tattoo?
16. My dad's not too happy to hear that one. I hid it for about 2 years until he found it. And then, yeah.
And how many do you have total now?
6.
And what's your next one going to be?
Oh, that's good. Good question. I'm thinking about doing a face tat. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not doing a face tat. No face tats for me. This is the moneymaker. I'm thinking I was thinking about a quarter sleeve. I'm a huge fan of Marilyn Monroe, so I almost want to get a nice portrait of her, and I want to do a dermal right in the Monroe part of her face. So we'll see. That's my next thought, but we'll see.
All right.
Nobody take that, by the way. That's mine. Nobody else takes that.
And she's got the Marilyn hair going on here, little Marilyn look. Marilyn on a casual day today, though, I think.
The beach Marilyn.
Beach Marilyn. Well, Lexi, thank you so much for your time today. It's been a blast. And Baseball Guy, checking out.
Thanks.
Baseball Guy here in San Diego, and I've got Raina. Raina, how are you doing tonight?
Absolutely fabulous.
Yes, you are, and you hear that great singing voice. You've got some awesome tattoos, and the first one I'm going to talk about is a musical one that you've got on your arm that was a special memorial tattoo. Why don't you tell me about that?
So I lost a cousin to suicide. So anybody that is thinking about anything like that in your life, please contact the suicide prevention line because it will help you and it will help your life get better. My cousin was very young. He was 17 years old, and I decided that in my family, we came from music, and I grew up with music, and we used to call him June Bug, so I decided that I would actually put a June bug inside my tattoo because he's my bug. He's our June. So this tattoo is definitely a memorial of him, absolutely.
And the song lyric, what's the song lyric?
So there's an old hymn, and it is actually by Patty Loveless, and it's called God Saves His Fallen Angels, and I do believe that my cousin Junior was actually one of God's fallen angels that he called back to be with him. Not in the best way, but it was time for him to go back and be with his dad, for sure.
And you got the whole arm here, and how long did it take to get that?
It took me about 2 weeks. So my first process, I sat for about 4.5 hours. It's actually my own design. I designed it myself. I actually got it done in New Jersey by a tattoo artist in New Jersey.
What was the name?
I think her name was Amanda, if I remember correctly. She was just a local artist in New Jersey. It took about 4 hours my first sitting, and then I went back the next week, like a week or two later, and then I sat for another 2 hours just to get the color and everything filled in.
And what kind of reaction do you get from like your family members and other people about those tattoos?
I actually get a lot of compliments on my pinup because she has her own tattoos inside her body. So a lot of people are like, whoa, that's so weird. I've never seen a tattoo with like a tattoo inside the tattoo. And I'm like, well, here you go. You do now. So.
And what made you think about doing that?
That actually, the girl that did my tattoo, that was actually her own twist. And she's like, okay, she's like, I kind of have some ideas. And she's like, I think I want to add like this little snake. And she has writing on the hands and stuff like that. She's all, what do you think? I'm like, do what you got to do, bro. You know, it's a tattoo. I'm going to live with it forever. So if it digs, it digs.
And did it meet your expectations?
Absolutely. I love it. I wear it proud. All my tattoos that I have are definitely, they all have meaning.
How many do you have?
12, I think, 12 or 15.
No one ever remembers how many they actually have. All right, now you got this pretty sick skull on your arm. Tell me about that one.
So this one is, I love to fish. I love the ocean. Marine life is my absolute favorite. And back in my day, I've actually always thought that I am a pirate in some way or somehow because the ocean pulls me to that. So I decided that I was going to get something that represented a part of who I am and a little bit of my dark side, but in a good way. So I decided to go with a queen of the ocean, which is a pirate queen. So might as well do it to it. You know what I mean?
Well, baseball guys repping the Jays today, but baseball guys' number one team is the Pirates. So I'm like totally down. And then you were talking about fishing and the sea. What's your next tattoo?
I actually am going to. I have a turtle on my chest up here, and I actually want to run it all down. I want to do an ocean theme down here, get something, some cover ups. But I want to do like a big, deep ocean theme with fish and octopus, and some seashells and all that fun stuff.
And what about your hand?
My hand, if I go out and hang out tonight and keep on playing like I am right now, I want to go and get a rod put on my finger, and then I want to bring a reel back so that the reel comes back to my hand so it looks like a rod and a reel because I love to fish.
And what are you fishing for tonight?
Good time. A good time with my girls. Absolutely.
I think she's going to get a catch with that too, guys.
You got it.
Well, this is Baseball Guy signing out. Baseball Guy here, and I've got Avery. Avery, what have you been doing today?
Just strolling around the beach, laying out, got some crystals, good energy.
Nice, and we got some good energy in those tattoos here. We got an awesome snake and bird. Why don't you tell me what's going on there?
So I got the bird when I first turned 18, and I got it because I was in an abusive relationship, and I had just gotten out of it, so I got it to remind me that, I got my wings back, free from that. It's like a freedom reminder, I guess. And then the snake I got to resemble change because they shed their skin. So it's just a reminder that things aren't going to stay as bad as they feel in the moment. Things are constantly changing, so it's a good reminder.
Okay. Now, the snake is not going to eat the bird, right?
No, definitely not. That's why I need more work done on my whole arm, because that's kind of what it looks like right now.
Okay, so what are you going to get added to the arm?
I'm going to get flowers. I want a whole horse piece with like 3 horse heads and a horseshoe around it.
And what's the purpose for the horses?
I grew up riding horses. I love them. I'm a free spirit. I love animals. I'd get my whole arm with animals if I could, but...
We've seen a lot of awesome animals here. Now, did you grow up here in San Diego?
I did, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
and where do you ride?
I usually ride in like Camul, Blossom Valley area. When I was younger, I grew up like training and doing like rodeos and stuff in Lakeside area.
And then you got a little crown here. That was your first ever tattoo?
He did this one first, and then he did this one second at Demora Tattoo. Baker did it. He's amazing.
So Baker, check him out.
Shout out to Baker. First tattoo.
And then what's that? What do you have here on your arm? You got love instead of hate.
Love instead of hate. This was my last minute decision tattoo. I got it in downtown, like at this like underground shop. I don't really remember the guy's name, but he didn't card me or anything. Just sent it. So
How old were you?
I was 18.
Okay, so
Yeah, I was legal. He just didn't really care. So
so
he did a good job.
so if you need one and you're under 18, look for that underground shop. Is that going to be a future cover up? I'm thinking.
No, but I do want to leave this arm clean. I'm going to do a sleeve on this arm, and then I'm going to leave this one simple.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Avery, it sounds like you got a great plan. So glad you got out of the abusive relationship. That's got to be scary, and power to you.
Thank you.
So, baseball guy signing out.